Hey guys, Red X Rain here. Welcome back to Let's Play Space Station Silicon Valley for the Nintendo 64. So we're over halfway through, right, with the Temperate or European zone, getting all the souvenirs except for Fat Bear Mountain because that stupid glitch. Okay. Alright, let's see. It says here it was hit by a severe meteor storm. Another one on the way. Floating asteroid chunks. Bring me a thing on a spring. Blah, blah, blah. Alright. So, this is a pretty difficult level. Not too bad, but definitely what makes it more difficult than levels past is that really this is the first level where there's, like, instant death from falling off the stage. A lot of the other levels are very kind of like closed off. I mean, certainly something like, you know, the engine room, it literally takes place indoors, so there's nowhere to really fall. I mean, you could fall into the lava, but even that, they kind of give you the benefit of the doubt. You can, if you're quick enough and you know where to go, there's like a ramp out and everything. Let's see if I can, well, I'll leave that guy be. Come on. And I don't think, actually we might be able to fall off here, but I know at least in the center of the stage when we have to do some kind of careful platforming, yeah, you fall off and you're dead. I mean, it's very unforgiving, and we'll see that. And it's, you know, I mean, it's okay, certainly for, I mean, in a way, you know, this game is definitely a lot of different genres. It's platformer, it's puzzle, action, I guess. I always thought that's a really lame category for games, because all games kind of have action. Never really... Action-adventure, I get that, like, you know, with items and stuff, but yeah, I mean, again, the fact that this is it's a puzzle platformer, I guess, you know, having some difficult jumps, having to, you know, take that into account is fine. But what's really rough about this is that you have to cross the area that we just kind of saw in that cutscene, those little, like, chunks of meteors or whatever. Not with the sheep, which have great traction, but with the racing fox, which is crazy slippery. But again, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I should probably save that commentary for when I get there, but here we go. So really the sheep is the thing to be in this level because the floating and much better traction. Let's see, power cells here. At least the power cells aren't too hard to find. Because sometimes they really can be. They haven't been that difficult to find so far. But I know there's some tricky ones later on. And there's certainly something to be said about in this game. This is getting, I think, way ahead of myself. The weird, not learning curve, but the difficulty curve of this game and how they tried to handle it, but it didn't. I mean, it depends on how you play it. Well, but I'll save that for another day once we're through this area, this temperate area. I don't know. All right, I'll grab the health just because. All right, so here we go. And thankfully the camera's not too bad, especially for an N64 game. It's not too bad. Let's see. Where is that other platform? I mean, thankfully it's only 2 platforms, but there we go. Sorry, I need full concentration. Okay, I think I got it. That's harder than it looks, but just trust me, believe me. Let's see, this has, we gotta, yeah, there we go. And that's why you have to come over here with the fox, because the sheep will just get, it's too slow. It'll get blown back by that wind, and then as the platforms just kind of drop out, so you have to be the fox to get those. But of course, it's only to get power cells anyway. Oh, I thought I got squished by the block. That's weird. Alright. Oh no, that's the other reason, because you gotta be the fox to get over here. You have to go that way to get over here with the fox. There we go. Oh yeah, technically this is a new animal. The spring ram works just like the regular ram, I guess, in that it still attacks with headbutt. But the yeah, I took over the spring sheep in some other level. Many videos past. Which for me has been a while, because I took I took a little bit of a hiatus from this, so. Alright, now I'm trying to remember what to do. What do I do? There's something to get the souvenir. Do I have to kill all the... How do you get that souvenir? I think I need the sheep, and that'll deactivate the electric fence. So, don't want to do that. But I think there's another sheep over here. This level's really not that big. I shouldn't be having this difficult of a time. And yes, the sheep are great, but man, are they slow. Let's not get shocked by that, because you can. It'll damage you. No. Maybe I can drift over there from here. I think I can make it. I think I can. I did. Alright, I think there is a way to do this with the fox. Now I remember where I'm going. I think there might be a way to do this with the fox. I think you can use its teleport to maybe teleport over here, but I always just use the sheep. Also, there's a fox over here on this platform, but I've never been able to get to it, because basically you need to be just to the left or just to the right to avoid that wind. And I don't really know why you'd even want that fox. I don't know if it's there as just kind of like a red herring to make you think you have to get it. Alright, so now we've basically switched off the gravity. Yeah. Almost said anti-gravity. I guess it is kind of like anti-gravity, because now we get to jump way high. Which is going to enable us to get over here. It's the annoying thing, though, of course. Now we're jumping super high, so you can't really see where we're going to land until... There we go. That wasn't too bad. And then... Grab that souvenir. Sweet. And let's see if we can land right on the exit. Ah, so close. Got it. Yeah, so really the anti-gravity is only to get that souvenir. We could have just, drifted over there earlier, but so close to the exit, why not? Stinky Sewers. Okay, this one is a doozy, to say the least. Flupping honk. Is that something Brits really say? I'm a little bit of an Anglophile. I don't think I've ever heard that expression. But what do I know? I don't live in England. Let me know, English viewers or British viewers, if you or anyone you know says, what was it, flupping honk? Alright. So, this is a very claustrophobic level. I mean, it is a sewer, it makes sense. So thankfully we can't fall off the stage or anything like that. And we get the rocket dog, which is pretty cool. I like the rocket dog. But like any sort of good... Well, there's some poop. More poop humor. It's really amazing that this isn't a rare game, isn't it? With all the poop. All the poop jokes and everything. There's some rats over here. Let's take care of them. Because they are going to be our main mode of transport in this level. Did I get that one? Oh, close. Okay, so let's hop into him. I'm playing this at a very... This level is coming at a very... Not a strange time, kind of opportune, even though I don't care to admit so. Let's see. And I say that because about a week ago, my girlfriend and I found that we have mice in our apartment. And I don't know if any of you have ever had to deal with a mouse problem, but it's really aggravating. Oh, that mouse just a rat go in there? Oh, wow, I don't think I've ever had that happen. Okay, we'll let them battle it out. That's actually very helpful. I didn't even know you could do that. Yeah, distract them. Wow, that was like super fortunate strategy that I've never done before. Usually that fight is really a matter of let's eat this poop. Why not, right? Oh, gross out humor. How is this not a rare game? Yeah, usually this fight against this fox is kind of rough. Usually you have to like lay down the poop mines and just kind of hope that it will run into them. But yeah, so we found we actually saw a mouse in our kitchen, and it was like it went from like next to our stove we have like a kind of a cheap, admittedly kind of cheap, just sort of plastic, not quite a pantry, but just like a 3-level shelf thing where we keep like the essentials, you know, like olive oil and flour and sugar and that kind of stuff that you want, you know, frequent, easy access to when you're cooking. And, you know, kind of heard something one night when we were watching TV and it got kind of quiet, you know, like between a commercial. Or we were watching Netflix, so we were like browsing through the menu. So it was completely silent. We heard like a kind of sound, and I was like, oh, it sounds like the radiator, because we have water, like, radiators in our apartment and everything. But I went in there because it sounded kind of different, and I'll admit, maybe shrieked isn't the right word, but I definitely kind of yelped when I went in there and I turned the kitchen light on, and I saw a mouse, like, jump from the bag of flour onto the stove, and then kind of, like, go, like, to the back of the stove through, like, this kind of, like, vent area that's, like, right on top. It creeped me out, and we had a hard time sleeping that night. You know, I went out immediately, and I got some snap traps and everything, and it did get caught overnight. But then it turns out that wasn't the only one. So we've been dealing with that for like a week now, and our landlord has to come in and look for holes and everything. So that is an ongoing saga right now. Oh, I hope you guys don't think ill of me now. Like we were particularly shocked because we're not like dirty people. You know, I mean, everybody leaves dishes in the sink sometimes, and you know, our closets are kind of not like filled to the brim where you can't open them. We're not hoarders either, but you know, that kind of stuff. But it just makes you feel like you're a dirty person to have mice. So that's my mouse story. Let's take out one of these mice. Boy, I wish taking care of mice in my apartment was as easy as taking care of mice in Space Station Silicon Valley. Something that you've probably noticed me doing, I mean, I made a aside about it, eating the poop, that's how you get, it's ridiculous, it's how you get the souvenir in this level, is that there are 4 or 5 little poop piles, and you have to be the rat to eat all the 4 or 5 piles, and then once you do, you get the souvenir becomes unlocked, and you go pick it up. So there's another one of those dead scientists. Kind of weird that he has like his own like chamber to himself with all this noxious gas and steaming poop piles. Makes you wonder if he was there and was killed, or if the animals killed him and brought him down here. Again, for as silly as this game is, and as juvenile as it is with like all the, you know, poop and fart humor, there's like some dark elements going on here that they're like really not addressing. Like just these like dead scientists around, and I mean, I guess that's the darkest element of it, but you know, very, very strange. This level's complicated. I keep switching animals because I keep not remembering the order. Now this is new because I needed the keycard to get in here, right? So I'm gonna use the rocket dog to take out these rats. Super easy. Maybe that's what me and my girlfriend need to do, is we just need to get a rocket dog. Ah, but pets aren't allowed in our apartment. Shoot. Well. Also the collateral damage of shooting rockets into the wall. Probably not like these walls that would just deflect it. Would not be getting our security deposit back with a rocket. With a rocket dog. Okay, there's another poo pile. Use the rocket dog to blow up those. You can use the little poop mines as well to do that, but it's easier with the rocket dog. One shot, you don't have to worry about running away and potentially getting damaged, so. I don't know if it's, I mean, I could be wrong. I think this might be, if it's not the biggest level in the game, it's probably actually one of the biggest levels. I mean, what it makes, but again, it could just be like a matter of the kind of claustrophobic nature of things where, you know, obviously it's a lot of very tight hallways, a couple of rooms and everything, but it's a lot of very tight hallways, and there's a couple of areas. I've already gone through like one, but there's one coming up where it's like, you have to either be the fox or the rat to get into kind of like these, not grates, but very low-hanging wall areas. So grab that before I forget. Save that in case I need it. Yeah, because yeah, there's I'm almost positive that there are plenty of levels that are bigger, like sort of like, but they're more like open, not open world, but they're more they're more like empty space. You know what I mean? Like big fields and that sort of thing. There's some pretty big levels, but this one definitely feels kind of big because it's so compact. If that kind of oxymoron kind of makes it's a very big world because it's so compact. There we go. Little push puzzle there. I think there might be just a power cell here. That door doesn't open. I think it opens eventually. You can see there's something in there. We'll get there eventually. Man, there are just so many animals in here. Okay, so we got the taps, which is good. There's really just like an abundance of animals here, and again, I think that also makes the level difficult. Is now is also the point where we get like it's not always exactly clear what animals you do need to complete puzzles, which animals are there to kind of throw you off the scent, so to speak. Here's what I was talking about before, where it's like very, very claustrophobic, low-hanging walls. Sort of mini mazes. But generally, if you just kind of wander around, you'll find out where you're supposed to be. But I know there's also a handful of power cells to be found in these areas, so I just want to really make sure I'm being semi-thorough. And... oh, yep, see? 4 more? I think the last 4 are by the exit pad room, so... okay. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. Yep. And so here we have the throne room. Get it? Because it's a toilet. And we have a new animal here, kind of technically, not really, the king rat, which is an interesting type of enemy. We'll see another one in that kind of plays off the same concept in the ice worlds, or ice areas, ice levels. But basically, the king rat, when it's being controlled by the computer, like here, can summon the smaller rats, and basically the smaller rats do the attacking for it. Although, actually, there's a really interesting level where the player themselves gets to take advantage of that power. But basically, we want to take out the small rats first, which isn't too hard with the fox. And then I think the best way to go about it, again, the king rat can attack. It's not as... Are you serious? Great. Maybe there's extra health over here? Actually, I think eating the poop actually heals the rats a little bit. It does. Okay, I don't want to go that way. That'll make me backtrack. Oh, nope, there's an extra power cell. Okay, let's see if I can get this one, and maybe it won't be total crap. Are you serious? There's not even anything there! Anyway, it's best to be the rat here because this fart attack that the king rat has doesn't hurt other rats. So you can just kind of corner him, lay mines every once in a while, which again, you can't be hurt by your own mines. And he's no problem. With the fox, this would be a problem because the farts would hurt the fox. Alright, get some specs on King Rat. Ratty smell. Sure, that's what it is. And we've killed all the little rats, but as you can see, skill B does like this little fanfare thing, and will call the rats to you. And then when you press B again, they will attack whatever other animals are nearby. Okay, just 2 left. Maybe those are in the exit. Now I basically need to kind of find the... let's see. There was a poo pile around here somewhere. I will find it. This looks like the exit, which is maybe not where I want to be. Not there. I think it was just to the left of the exit. Exit, entrance, whatever. There we go. That should be it. Okay, and there we go. And there we have the very special souvenir. Okay, let's see. How do I get to that, though? Trying to remember. Also, where did I leave that king rat? Okay, I'm going to be doing a lot of editing here. I think I figured out what I'm supposed to do. I've been wandering around. I thought I got stuck because of, like, the water taps and, like, the rat can't swim, but the dog can. I thought I got stuck, but I think the souvenir is over here. Yes, that's it. It threw me off because it's the only souvenir that's not gold-plated. We don't get to pick up a gold-plated turd. How unfortunate is that? But I saw that there, and I was like, oh, I don't know how I would have thought this, but I saw it there, and I'm like, oh no, that's just one of the poo piles. Let me go find. But you need to have eaten all the poo piles for the souvenir to appear. So, whatever. I think these sewer gases are doing something terrible to my brain. All right, so we got the king rat. And now we basically just gotta leave. There we go. And again, you need to be the king rat. He's the only one that can enter into this room. The rats do his bidding. And I think the last thing to do, we don't want to go into the teleporter to exit just yet, because there should be 2 power cells back here. And there we go. So I got the souvenir and got all the power cells, right? Perfect. Whew, it took me longer than I thought. All right, well, I definitely need a break after all of that. Do we only have one more level in the European zone? Oh, the Ratomatic, of course. How could I forget? Well, I'll save that one definitely for next time. So, as always, thanks for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. I do always appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.